cable shows a bearish trend, but a rise in the UK Core Consumer Price Index may generate a near-term rebound in the currency pair, according to some analysts. Let's find out more from Barry Norman, analyst at FX Empire. Hi Barry, welcome back to the show. What are your short-term predictions? Have the UK CPI figures affected this figure?
Right now, we are expecting the ECB to add stimulus in the December meeting. That should help pump into the pound and see the pound climb against the dollar. But the pound should stay pace with the dollar over the next few months.
Now to the midterm. What has led to your prediction?
Okay, again, we're expecting the pound and the dollar, or the UK economy and the US economy, to follow the same track. And everybody is kind of keeping track of when the BOE and the Federal Reserve are going to raise interest rates. And I think as we move into the first quarter of 2015, we're going to realize it's going to be mid-215 or late 215 before we see interest rate increases. And the UK economy is steadily growing and doing quite well. And we should probably see somewhere around the end of the year closing out at 3%, and then probably down 2.5% for next year. And again, that will keep pace with the U.S. So I think we're going to see the two currencies on even basis there. But a lot has to do with what happens in the Eurozone and with the ECB, because the Eurozone's a bigger drag on the UK economy than it is on the US economy.
So really, in the long term, you don't see much change?
Okay, because like I said, I expect the two currencies, the central banks, to pace each other and economic growth in the two countries. The UK is a little bit down against the US right now because we had some extremely good data in September and October, and then late October and November data for the UK has been a little bit mixed, and so the traders are overreacting. They pushed the pound, as you saw earlier today, down to 155. It recovered to 156 and change. And I think on the longer term, we'll start to see more positive numbers out of the UK, especially when we look at 3-month and 6-month averages. And so with that in mind, we're going to probably see the two currencies, like I said, float together until mid-2015, and then we might see some divergence. But again, it really, the crux is going to be the ECB and how they're going to, rekindle growth in the Eurozone. So that's kind of where we stand, because the only thing holding back the UK is they have terrible wage inflation. They just are not seeing an increase in wages, and that's what's going to hold the pound down in the first quarter and second quarter of 2015.
Thank you, Barry. That's our midweek forecast. Happy trading.